Hi, this is Mobile Max. It's Thursday, November 7th. I've been watching this YouTuber, this intelligence war military analyst named Perun, and on YouTube, P-R-U-N, and he had a dissertation on what he called Vranyo, which is the Russian term for bullshit. And the culture of Vranyo in the Soviet Union and Russia, and how it's so powerful in their culture. Naturally, starting from the boss, Putin, who's always offering a false narrative. And that's what he does, and some of our guys do it too, is make your own truth. If you make your own truth, and it works, well then it makes you more powerful and able to do many things, and makes your adversaries unable to do things. So if presenting a false narrative against the facts works, well, so much the better for you. Anyway, Vranyo is his dissertation, and one of his assumptions is the Ukrainian war. February 2022, Putin and the Russian military attack Ukraine and move into Kiev. And Perun's assumption and thesis is that Putin got wrong information on the power of his military and the strength of the Russian military, and also about the weakness of the Ukrainian military and the weakness of the West, assuming that the West wouldn't act and the Ukrainian military was weak and we'd just walk right over them, and all of our allies would turn against Ukraine, including the people in Ukraine who would turn towards the Soviet Union, and the Ukrainian war wouldn't last more than a few days, and Russia would get their territory back from Ukraine, and all the problems with Ukraine turning towards the West and NATO would be gone, and Putin will have accomplished one of the main things that he wanted to do. And he offers the proof of this analysis as to the fact that Russia and Putin left hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars in Western banks and Western accounts that after the start of the war were frozen and they had no access to. And he thought that if Putin really didn't believe 100% the Vranyo, the bullshit that was purported and funneled to him, that he would have gotten these hundreds of billions of dollars back from the West and put it in his own banks and been able to use it for the economy and the military in Russia. And I say bullshit. Sorry, Perun, you're pretty good, but I think you got this one wrong. If you don't think that the Putin didn't have a contingency plan for failure in the Ukrainian war, well then I don't think you know Putin. Well, sure, Putin is big on bluffing. He believes wholeheartedly that if you can make your own narrative and your own truth, and it works, and you win and make yourself more powerful and your enemy weaker, well then more power to it. But believe me, Putin had a contingency plan. He's one slick, evil gangster and a formidable enemy. And believe me, Putin knew that he was leaving hundreds of billions of dollars in Western banks. Why? So he can be connected to the West and not totally cut them off and be a real true adversary. He wanted to have a connection with the West and show them that even though he's doing things that the United States of America and the rest of the Western allies and NATO didn't like, that he's still connected to the West, and he wasn't 100% determined to break off from their connection, that he still wanted to have diplomatic relations with the West, and in the end things would come back together and Russia would be part of the world economy and the Western economy, and everything will work out happily ever after. But believe me, Putin ain't no dummy. He's very sharp, and he had definitely had a contingency plan if the war in Ukraine failed. And I'd make you a bet, dollars to donuts, that one of this plan was leave your money, the hundreds of billions of dollars in Western banks, and have a connection with the West that's real and tangible, so that you can rely on it later to restore diplomatic and economic relations with the West in case your war fails. All right, that's all I got to say. This is Mobile Mac signing off. Thank you.